Well, hi, team. I'm Fitz Koehler, your very bossy fitness pro and noisy race announcer from fitzness.com. And welcome to the Fitzness Show. Today, we are talking about all about epic races. Women run the D. That's right. The Detroit Women's Half Marathon, 10K, and 5K is this weekend. And I can't wait. It's one of my favorite events of the year. It's actually the first race I ever announced all by myself. And I have a very special, it has a very special place in my heart. And the race director, the CEO of Epic Races, she's one of my besties and I love her so much. So we are going to talk about everything you need to know to make the absolute best of race weekend. That's Detroit, Belle Isle, Saturday morning, Sunday mornings. It's been a long day. So I'm just going to tell you to expect some errors from my big mouth because it's been a long day, a long week, and perfect scoring. So there. And all of a sudden, look, Katie Stefaniak is doing the right thing. She is saying hello. So if you are running with us this weekend or walking, go ahead and use the comment section wherever you are to say hi ho. And you can even tell us what race you'll be running or walking and anything else you'd like to say. So shh, let's be quiet because we're going to introduce Eva Solomon. Here she is, the queen of epic races. Hi.
Hello. And hi, Katie. I put in the chat, hi, Katie. Did that work? I'm trying to figure out this.
No.
No, studio chat. I said hi, Katie.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's private. I have to go in comments.
Private
Wait a
messaging.
minute. Okay.
You know what?
Forget it. I'm
just use your mouth. Use your mouth.
Hi,
Look,
Katie. Hi, Shannon.
there's Shannon. That's right. Hi, Shannon.
Got it. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited for this weekend. I feel like it's just coming up faster and faster every year. I feel like yeah, we just did this, which is good because everything's been good.
So, it feels like it's just like poof for you because you've been putting on 400 races every weekend of the year. But since I only get to come be with you once a year, it feels like it's been forever. So know
Great.
that. Know that.
Yeah.
Okay, look. So Shanna's doing the 5K. I believe Katie's doing the half marathon. We've got
Oh my
Kiana
God, this is so
Dene.
exciting.
She's in Ann Arbor doing her first 10K. It's outstanding. And then Danielle Louise.
Yeah, wow.
First half marathon, first race since having brain surgery. Wow.
Can they they can't, they can only chat, they can't talk to us?
No,
you're not like sometimes on these things you can invite people in. We can't do that.
I haven't figured that out yet. Perhaps.
Ooh, I want to invite everybody in. I want to talk.
I know that would be a Zoom, I think, or we'd have a special guest, maybe another show for that. But look right here. This is where I get credit for being a total professional namesayer. Kiana Dene. I said it perfectly.
Yeah, you got it right. You said it perfectly.
That's right. She and I are going to be best friends. But more importantly, she's doing her first 10K. Kiana Dene, I can't wait to see you. Everybody, look at this. And then Annika Kinra, nursing student, running her first half. Go blue. Oh, and then we got another first half. Melissa Paluska. Nervous and excited. All right. So what is your take on being nervous for a race, Eva?
Oh, I think it's good to be nervous for a race.
Yeah,
I think you should be.
Why?
Because you are out there, putting yourself out there, doing sometimes something you've done 1,000 times and you're nervous. Sometimes doing something you've never done before and you're nervous. Everybody's nervous. If you're not nervous, you haven't trained hard enough and you haven't put enough into it. You've been preparing, you're doing this, you're all out there. You want to do your best and you're going to do your best. However you do, you've done your best. But yeah, it's part of the whole thing.
Okay, so I'm going to come in with a conflicting view.
Okay.
I think nerves should be reserved for scary things. And I think there's nothing scary going to happen on Belle Isle on race day. I think cans are scary and hurricanes are scary and tornadoes are scary. But race day, like nothing could go wrong. It's only going to be good. And I love it when people turn that energy, the nervous energy, into excitement. Let's harness that energy and show up like, pow, this is going to be great.
But that's what happens. I hear you. you get the nerves going up there, and you've got them, and everyone's nervous, everyone's all together, like nervous, but kind of pretending they're not, but they are, like, sitting there waiting. But then the race starts, and then that nervous energy turns into positive energy when you do the race, because you're out there, you feel good, you've done the work, or you haven't, and that doesn't matter, you change your goals or whatever, but you're out there doing it, and everything's positive. Doesn't last. Does not last.
Right. It's so my competitive sport, as I was a kickboxer for about 10 years, full contact, and I would definitely have butterflies going into the ring that were pretty real, pretty significant. It's a combat sport, and the risks were high. However, once I heard that bell, it was ding, ding. Every butterfly just vanished, and it was, let's go. Right.
Because you've put the work in, and you're there to do it. Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So Eva says, be nervous. I say, don't be nervous, but either way.
Well, don't be nervous if you're not nervous. If you are nervous, though, it's okay.
It is okay. All right, we got Charlotta Mims running her first 10. You got so many firsts.
I love it.
That's a big deal. That means
30. I was looking today, 30% of the participants are doing their first.
That's a big deal. Big deal.
That's good. That's a big percentage. And we'll see by Sunday, it might change. Yeah,
that's right. Holly Sullivan, first half, ran the Belle Isle 10K in July, and excited for the women's half marathon. Yeah. And you know what? It's 30%. You say are first timers at a distance. That means 30% will have personal records.
That's right. Easy way to get a PR. And I just need to say that I love what Ashley said. New to running, first 5K, but not their last.
I love that. Oh, so it's so funny. You're looking at the secret comments nobody else can see.
Oh,
yeah.
I
wait till I pull them up.
That, Ashley.
You're
I just love already saying not your last. I love it.
What's that? I just stole them from you. Now you can't see them anymore. But no, this is
you can see them.
You can? All right. I don't know what I'm doing then. All right. Okay. So let's see. We got Ashley, another first.
Ashley has a good attitude. I like Ashley.
Okay. Katie and Jason doing the 10K. Well, at least you're bringing Jason. I love the Stefaniaks. Whatever distance you run, I'm so happy you'll be with us. They're the best. And
Stefaniaks.
And we will come in matching outfits, because that is hashtag Stefaniak life. They are always, they're the perfect married couple. They go everywhere together, and they always wear adorable matching outfits. First half for Kim. Did you tell the people who weren't doing their first half that they could not be a part of the show, Eva?
No, it was not out there. We just said, come join us tonight.
Oh my gosh. How far away is Harbor Springs from Detroit?
Far. It's up north by Boyne Highlands.
Oh.
Boyne Highlands is in Harbor Springs. It's far. 4 hours north.
Look at this. Taking back power, taking control of what I want. Atta girl.
Love it.
Yeah. Get a bunch of that through running. Allie, I'm gonna probably get it wrong. Reschke, first half marathon, rope some friends into for your birthday, Allie. All right, Allie, when you arrive Sunday morning, I'm impossible to miss. I'll be the noisy lady on the microphone. Come over, and so we can all wish you a happy birthday.
I want to know where Joanna's from, because 50 state challenge. So I'm guessing Joanne's not local.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense that she would live in Michigan.
No, and by the way, we have 30 states represented. That's pretty good, 30 out of 50.
That's actually really good.
I bet if we did all the years, we'd get all 50. But for this year, we've got 30 right now out of 50.
Congratulations. What's the most interesting state you saw?
Oh, I don't know. That's hard. They're all interesting.
I feel like when Hawaii and Alaska shows up.
Yeah, you know what? I counted. I'm sorry.
Okay. But
they're all interesting.
Oh.
San Diego's pretty interesting.
San Diego
a couple times.
Yeah, we do like San Diego. Actually, Joanne, you could come see me in San Diego a bunch. I tend to pop up there. All right, we're going to do one more hello, and then we're going to start talking about the race.
Okay.
Oh, Lanisha Davis got her mom and sister signed up for the first 5K, and she'll be doing the 10. This is exciting.
I hope Lanisha, you're doing the mother-daughter category, that you signed up for that, because people miss that. They say they brought their mom, their grandma, whatever. We have a 3-generation and a mother-daughter category. And so many mother-daughters do it and 3 generations. And then I think they miss that it's actually a competitive category. You can win a prize.
And is it a speed category? Like you're trying to be the
Yeah,
fastest
when
mother-daughter?
all the mother-daughters, you sign up for that category in that distance, and we combine your times, and there's a winner.
And can they sign up now, like retroactively? Can they go buy it?
Yeah, they can change their category. They can go into run sign up and they can change.
Okay.
And if they can't, they just email us, helpdesk@epicraces.com, and we will help.
You were very helpful. I've seen that. Okay. So let's talk about this weekend. What year is this for the Detroit women's half and 10K and 5K?
14th year. So next year's big, 15. You have to do something big for 15, right?
Congratulations.
It's our 15th year, or 14th year. Next year's our 15th year.
And what do you love most about this race weekend?
Oh, wow. It's hard to pick one thing. It really is hard to pick one thing. I think what I love most are the participants, the people who are there.
Yeah.
It's such a great, I'm like, even like telling you that I'm getting like all choked up. It's just such a great group, such a great energy. People from all over, a lot of people from Detroit and Ann Arbor, because we're from Ann Arbor, the race is in Detroit, a lot of people from there. And that's different. We're two very different communities, and just everybody coming together for this women's event. It's just powerful and such a good atmosphere. So I want to answer really quick, Annika, the race starts at 8. I'd be there by 7:15, no later.
Yeah. And folks, as you have questions, we're going to go through the whole thing, and I'll go in order.
Do you want me to wait for the end?
Well, no. We'll get there. But if you have questions, I will leave them, and we might not get to your question immediately, but I will pull them up and we'll answer your questions as we go. But yeah, you know what, your race weekend, it is the first one I ever announced solo. And
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. Did you not know that?
I don't think so. We met. You're like, I'm a race announcer.
I was. Yeah.
I need a race announcer.
It all worked out. But, I find women aren't always very nice to each other. Women are not always very nice to each other.
Not always.
But on race weekend, all the women are nice to each other, and I feel like if you're struggler or you're not perfect or whatever, then people are extra nice to you. It's just such a happy, sweet lady environment. And I've been hit by some mean girl stuff, and you are the ultimate nice girl. And so I remember announcing the first race for you and being like, wow, she's nice. She's nice to me. You're just very
fun. It was fun. Yeah.
Well, you're fantastic, and you foster a very special environment. So it is the people, right?
No, it's all about the people. And I think, on both sides, like all of our staff are out there just excited and happy to be there supporting everybody. And just the participants, all of you just bring this energy. It's just such a great day. Everybody achieving their goals. And it's just nice. And it's always perfect weather. It always starts off a little chilly. You need a sweatshirt, but by 9 o'clock, it's off. If you're running, it's off earlier, of course, right. But for us, and then it's sunny and beautiful, and it's just always a perfect day.
Yeah, it is. It's never not been perfect.
Absolutely right. Yeah, every year it's always been perfect.
Okay, so let's start getting down to business. Now, folks, this is how it's going to go. We are going to talk about everything you need to know to make the best of race weekend, which begins, expo is on Saturday or Friday and Saturday?
Just Saturday. Okay. And new location, which we are so excited about. It's at Eastern Market. And it's if any of you runners in Detroit probably know that Run Detroit moved to a new location, Eastern Market. And where they moved, when we went to go see them, because they were our friends, I was like, Rebel Nell is here? Rebel Nell has several locations. They are one of our partners. And I didn't realize they're like basically next door. So we had some plans for our expo-tique. And then I was like, wow, we have to figure out how to do it here. So we are. So it's at Eastern Market, and Eastern Market Fitz. I don't know if you've ever been to Eastern Market. All your times to Detroit, you may not have been. Very, very cool place. And this is one, it's almost like a little mini kind of a strip mall situation within Eastern Market. And there's a lot of cool little businesses in there. We are highlighting Run Detroit and Rebel Nell. And we have some vendors who will be in there as well. We will be in there with all of our Detroit Women's Half Women Run the D fun stuff. And it's going to be from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
I think that's it. Or yeah, 11 to 3, 11 to 4. It's on the website. I think it's 11 to 4 though. I think it's a little bit extra. Usually we're 12 to 4. They were 11 to 4. And yeah, definitely I recommend coming Saturday if at all possible. If you can't come Saturday, you can pick up your packet Sunday morning at the start line. But I really think you should come Saturday if you can. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, really special. And just coming to the Expo and maybe hanging out in Detroit around Eastern Market while you're there, because it's just it's a cool place to be.
Okay, so for the folks who've never done a race, we seem to have a bunch of first timers. Expo is Expo
Right.
is
What does that mean? And what's packet pickup? And what is this all about?
Yeah. It's where you get your race bib. That's your number. We call it a bib, but it's really just a number for the front side of your shirt, not your back. And then what else will they pick up? They get a race shirt in their packet?
They get a shirt and a bib and some goodies that will be there. And there will be vendors there. Because Charms will be there, and she's got more than just her Because Charms. You know Suzanne Fitz?
Susie, yeah, and she's got the sunglasses and a whole bunch of great things.
Yeah, when you have her at your expo, you don't really need anybody else.
Yeah,
because she's got great stuff. She has these cool charms that you can put on your running shoes and just really cool stuff. So yeah, and we will be there with all of our Women Run the D gear. I'm actually wearing, like, literally hot off the press, Women Run the D. We've got sweatshirts and tanks and shorts and arm warmers and all kinds of fun stuff. I have some things I can show you later. And all of the shops in this Eastern Market area, it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, and that's kind of the besides the running, the other fun part of being a part of a significant race like this. I mean, if you go to a local 5K, you kind of get what you get, but this is more of a hoopla type race. So the expo is an opportunity to meet people, get your packets, ask questions, and then shop. And we do love shopping. I think you've trained hard, you invested in a race, you should buy yourself something nice right up front, right, Eva?
Absolutely. And Lori B Studio will be there with really cool, unique runner jewelry. Okay. And also that is going to be our overall awards. So those are going to be provided from Lori B Studio. And you can plan on winning an award, but if you're not quite sure, visit at the expo and get something special. She makes very cool necklaces, all very runner inspired jewelry.
Yeah, so kick it up a little bit. If you've seen not many people pass you by, put a little pep in your step at the end, because it's age group awards, right?
Age group award. Yep, we have overall and age group, and again, mother daughter, 3 generation, all kinds. But yeah, age group awards, 5 deep in 5-year increments. So
that's very generous.
Lots of opportunity to get an award.
Yeah, that's very generous. Most races are doing 10-year gaps with top 3. So
exactly. Nice. You know, we everyone who's there deserves something, and yeah.
So I heard you have some new swag this year. Is there anything else you want to show off before we move on?
I have a couple. I've got in the room over there. I don't want to leave, but there's a lot more. But I do have this sweatshirt behind me. It's really cute. It's a little cropped hoodie.
Nice.
And anyone who was with us our very first year may remember this. This was our logo our very first year. the Detroit women. We had to add when we did the design, the 10K, because it only said half marathon and 5K. And then everybody kept asking for a 10K. So we added that in the design. But otherwise, it's our original design from our very first year. And we're kind of getting this going for our big 15-year celebration, which is next year. Have this.
And then you actually had some of the things in your newsletter too. So if folks are getting the emails.
That's true. We have a couple things in there. We've got arm warmers.
Sweet.
It could be like a little chilly, so you want to have some arm warmers and then pull them down when you get warm. There's a lot more in next door, but yeah, if you look at the newsletter, there's good sampling there. But yeah, we have new things dropping every day.
Very sweet. Very sweet. And I normally notice that things sell out pretty quick. So if you want to get the stuff, ideally you arrive on Saturday, do the expo between 11, possibly 3, possibly 4. Go to the website at Vic Races.
I'm going to look at the website and I'm going to tell you. I got a lot going on. It's a lot to remember.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And then what time does registration and packet pickup open up on Sunday morning?
Well, I'm first going to confirm that Saturday is 11 to 4.
Okay.
I think Rebel Nell is closing at 3. We will still be there, but get there before then. And on Sunday we open at 6:30. Okay. Yeah, we'll be there at 4:30, but you all come at 6:30 or later. The race starts at 8. Some people like to get there early, get their bearings, kind of get a good parking spot, figure out where you are. One thing I want to tell you is it's really dark on Belle Isle at 6:30, like really dark. I bring a headlamp and a flashlight and reflect everything. It's dark. So if you don't have to be there at 6:30, I wouldn't. And if you do come at 6:30, bring a headlamp for sure, because it's dark. Sun comes up a little after 7, so you'll be okay then.
Yeah.
Good time to arrive.
Yeah. And if you just want to get there early so you don't have to deal with any nonsense, you could just sit in your car and that would be fine.
That's true. Get a good parking spot. I'm sure you have plenty of things to do in your car. Listen to a book or a podcast or catch up on email.
We could listen to the Fitzness Show, my podcast in the car. That's probably the right choice, right?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
So in order to pick up their packet, do they need to bring their ID, and can they pick up a packet for a friend?
They do not need ID. They can pick up for a friend. The volunteers, if you're picking up for a friend, are supposed to ask for that friend's ID, a copy of their ID, and a signed note that it's okay. That said, they're volunteers. It may not happen, because I've seen it not happen, but be prepared just in case.
Yeah. And that's so nobody steals your bib, because I've actually announced races before where people have come in and said, hey, my name is Tara Barshaw. Give me my bib. And they gave not Tara Barshaw the bib. And
it does happen. Crazy thing, but it does happen.
Yeah. So it's nice. It's nice if you're prepared, and nice to the volunteers if they ask. Okay, hold on. Stop the presses, Eva. It says your website says the expo is from 1 to 4.
I'm looking at my website. It says 11 to 4. I want to know where it says 1 to 4, because I'm looking right here. I went to womenrunthe.com and I clicked Expo and packet pickup. And I scrolled down here and I saw 11 to 4. Maybe on Kyla's screen, it's pushed over a little bit, so the 11 turned into a 1.
Okay.
Would that be?
Maybe.
Kyla, if it's on a different part of the website, please let me know so we can fix it. But if you go to the tab, Expo Take and Packet Pickup, it says 11.
Okay, so let's jump right into race morning. So where do people park in Belle Isle?
Great question. There is great parking. One of the things you were asking, like favorite things about the race, it's really not my favorite, but it's like a huge perk. The parking is like right there. There's the start line kind of like here, and the parking is like here. And there's a lot of it. It does fill up. If it fills up / when it fills up, it will fill up, because we have a lot of people. We're going to have over 1,200 people there. When it fills up, there is plenty of parking on Belle Isle all along the island, plenty of just parallel parking. And that early, nobody's there other than racers. So
Okay.
you can grab a spot along Belle Isle. But yeah, there's a giant parking lot. And if you look on the website, there is a tab that says, I think it's like event info, maybe, or race info. Somewhere in there, there's something about parking, and it shows you a map of the parking. Oh, race day directions, parking, and recreation passports. There's a map right there, and it shows you where to park.
All right. So
parking lot.
I get a question from Mary Beth, who says she was at a 5K there last Sunday and it was backed up a lot because they're requiring passes for the state park. Is that true? Should they anticipate this, or?
Yeah, but that's not new from last year. That is new. It's probably been like 7 or 8 years actually. They created something. It's kind of interesting what they did. It's the recreation passport. So it used to be that when you go into a state park, let's say the fee, it was like $11 or $12. It wasn't cheap to go park there in any of the state parks. And we put on a lot of races in state parks. So, I know people had to buy this 1-day pass, or you could buy an annual pass for like $30, something like that. And then they changed it that if you are a Michigan resident, the only way to get into a state park is with an annual pass. But instead of like $30, it was like $10. So it really made a lot of sense. So they wanted more of like just everybody kind of buy in, go to the parks, get this $10 annual pass. It's gone up. It's more now. I think it's like $15 or something like that, but everything has gone up. Right. And it's a great way to support our state parks. So in the end, it's actually cheaper, than it was, but it's not new now. Since we've had this race, it's probably, I bet it's probably since like 2017, something like that, they started this. So it does get backed up. That's true. If you have a pass, they wave you on. That's faster. So if you don't have one, you can get one at your Secretary of State. It's so everyone on here who lives in Michigan, and I'll get to Anne Marie, it's an excellent question. But if you live in Michigan, when you go get your registration renewed, there's a question, do you want the recreation passport? And you just click yes. And when you pay your, 100 whatever dollars, they add on like $10, $15, and then you're good for all of your races that are in state parks at any other time you want to go to a state park. If you're out of state, there is a charge. The current, they change it so often. There is a link, that tab that I told you about that is called Race Day Directions, Parking, and Recreation Passports, which is under Race Info, has a link that tells you the price for out of state, and you'll pay when you come in.
Okay, so the gist is all of our athletes, no matter who or where they're from, they can get in. They may just have to fork over some cash or a credit card.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is what I recommend: is show up early. I know Mary Beth's concern was that last week she was at a race and the parking was backed up. Parking issues happen at every race across the world sometimes. So I never show up at a race any later than an hour before my announcer is going to yell go. If I'm there to run, I'm there an hour in advance. I don't want to deal with traffic. I don't want to deal with parking hoopla. I want to make sure I'm show up at the location at the start line, and I'm able to relax and stretch and get a drink and use a porta potty and not have to deal with stress. So get there an hour early, bring a 20 and a credit card. Make sure you can get
Angela just chimed in here. It's $11 if you're out of state. $11 for 1 day, which is not bad for parking in a major city. If you go anywhere else in Detroit, it's going to be 20 or 30.
Yeah, but still, bring the 20. Bring a $20 bill.
No. Bring $11 exact change, because if they give 20, then they've got to wait to get change, and then it gets backed up.
Bring $9 extra. I just want to make sure they have enough.
Right. Have the $20, but not a $20 bill.
In case Michigan's like, no, it's $13. You just have some cash. Yeah. And I never have cash. I never have cash. Bring cash. Okay, so everyone's going to get there early. We're going to park the car right next to the start line. It's very, very close. You don't have to go very far to get to where she and I and all the hoopla will be. So first race, well, people can come in. You can go to the Epic Races tent, get your race bib, put it on the front side. I'm going to say that again, the front side, not the back, not the side of your clothes. Put it right on front. And then there's going to be some more vendors out there, so you can do some shopping. There'll be the Epic Races merchandise, right? What else, Eva?
On race day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? The same people that are there at the Expo Teak will be there race day.
Okay.
So if you do miss, I really hope you don't miss the Expo Teak, but if you do, they'll be the race day. Suzanne, because Charms, will be there. And I wish you could bring other people to talk, because we've got Tara on here chiming in, and she's the one that has all of that information. So maybe, Tara, if you want to chime in there in the chat, let us know who else is going to be there. Those are the people that I know are going to be there.
Okay, and then I'll be there. And there will
And
be
of course, Fitz will be there.
That's right. And we will have hoopla. And that's one of the nice things about these races is we do hoopla. We have fun, and I want to meet everybody. So you can come on over and tell me that it's your birthday or your divorce party or whatever
You're
you've got going.
celebrating just finishing brain surgery.
I know. I'd really like to know about that situation. So bring your beautiful brain over to the
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. What a wonderful thing to do. It's so interesting how many people have I got a sprained ankle. I'll never be the same. And then some people say, I got brain surgery out one and done with. I'm coming.
Running a half marathon.
Yeah. So badass. So badass. Okay. So
one really fun thing to look forward to that, like, I've never had this in a race, and I one day want to do a race where they have this. We have the Caramel Mile. So you're just like running, and quite often, here's like water, Gatorade, goo, what caramel. We get a big, like, gooey, chewy caramel at the Caramel Mile.
What number is that?
It depends what race you're doing, but it's the last mile of whatever race you're doing. We make sure everybody gets one, and we make it the last mile because some people during a race, sweet caramel, that will keep me going. And some people are like, not now, but maybe later. Right. So we make it the last mile.
Also, I like to encourage our athletes, if they don't want to eat that themselves, they can gather it and bring it to their favorite race announcer at the finish line.
Not until you're done announcing, though, because it gets like stuck in your teeth.
Right. Right. I promise I won't eat it until I'm on the airplane, flying home.
For the airplane.
All right. So Tara is chiming in. Lori B, the Nest Wellness.
Oh, here we go. Awesome.
All right. Ooh, Superior Massage. Are they giving out massages? Are they going to be massaging our athletes?
Yeah, they will. No, they're great. They're there every year. Oh, that popped up, and now I see. I can see it over to the right.
I took it. Do you need?
Yeah, these are all great. They're with the Nest. Tell me if I'm wrong in the chat, Tara, but they will have a nursing station for those of you who are running and nursing your children. You can go into the nursing station for that. And I think if any of you running have not heard of Girls on the Run, you should have, or you will, especially if you have maybe a young child, and they're going to be, when they're in third grade, Girls on the Run hopefully is an option for them, gets young women into running. And in some cities, they have young men as well. They get into running, and very positive mission. Yeah.
Okay. So we have
Lori B already, and because
we've got our first start of the day is our chair start, correct? That's 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm. No, not 7. Later than that. I believe 7:50 or 7:55. Okay. Right before everybody else starts is the wheelchair start. Last year, so you're saying 7 is not crazy, Fitz. Last year we started at 7. We used to have hand cycle and wheelchair years ago, and it's phased out. We didn't have the participants, and we brought it back last year. And I spoke to our participants. What do you think your time is going to be? So we timed it accordingly. Okay, Angela let us know 8 a.m. So we timed it accordingly. We're all lined up, ready to start. And here is our winner of the wheelchair race coming through the finish line.
And I'm like, move it, everybody, move to the side.
So she went like twice as fast as she expected. So now we know. So 8 a.m. she'll take off, and then everybody else will take off. Okay, after the kids first, of course.
I think in my announcer script, it's still in there at 7 a.m. I was reading that earlier. And in my mind, I was thinking, I'm going to have to point out that we're going to have to clear the path because those chairs move really freaking fast. I think some people don't understand the power of the chair. They think, oh, if they're not running on their feet, it can't possibly be super fast, but they're wicked fast and athletic. And when they come barreling through, you don't want to be in the way of the chair.
Absolutely. Yeah. So keep an eye out for the chairs. On that, something else I just thought of, there is a lot of construction happening right now on Belle Isle. So our beautiful Scott Memorial Fountain, it's still beautiful architecturally. It's not running, and there's a lot of chain link fence.
Okay, fine.
So we're doing our best. So be prepared. A lot of barricades. Once we get out of that fountain, all good, clear for you all. But yeah, bear with us for that.
Yeah, that just happens sometimes, right?
It just happens. It's construction. It's everywhere you go.
Yeah, I announced some races in like football stadiums, and they're all being renovated this year. So not in the football stadium this year. Okay, so in order, we have the kids run at 7:55, and then we have, and that's from the start line. They run out, then they come back to the start line. So if you're a parent with a little one and you're wondering where your kids are going to go, they're not going away. They'll just go out, make a U-turn, return to the start line, get their medal there. And then we start the half and 10K together simultaneously.
And 5K, everybody.
And the 5K too?
Yeah, not like the old days. Because remember, the 5K used to go the other direction. They don't anymore. But many people, 5K is at 8. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, never mind. It's just, Angela, can you hop on here?
She cannot. But here we go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was distracted by somebody asking about Race Joy. It's not available yet, but it will be.
Okay.
And
pause
that's
on that.
Okay, this is going to tell you the start times. I'm going to be quiet.
Stop looking at the comments, Eva.
Okay, sorry.
Thanks.
Sorry. Can I close it out?
I wish you could. I don't know how.
Yeah, not okay.
But yeah, so 10K half marathon simultaneously at 8:10. And then as soon as they take off, we'll line up the 5K athletes, and then they'll get your own special go. So that's great. That's great. And then Donna, you just heard the answer to that. What time is it? 8:10. That's right. 8:10 for the half marathon. And please, if you're running the half marathon, don't park your car at 8 a.m. Get there. I mean, for everybody, I think arrive.
Anyone's ever done that?
I mean, arrive an hour before your start time. And then you have time to, again, get comfortable, get your bib on, use the porta potties. There will be porta potties. We have a beautiful selection of porta potties. Everybody wants to use our porta potties. They're so great. And
again, with the getting there earlier, somebody asked earlier, I said, yeah, 7:15, you're okay. And you are okay. But with that, going back to like what Fitz was saying, make sure you give yourself ample time to get there at that time, because like we heard earlier, there was a 5K last weekend and it was backed up. The bridge gets backed up. It just does all the time. I had my book club on Belle Isle a few weeks ago at the Detroit Yacht Club, which was quite an experience. I was late and I should have known better. I was backed up. It took me an extra 25 minutes to get there from how long it should have taken because the bridge was backed up. So it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. And race morning is just not
the morning. It will happen race morning. The bridge will be backed up. Yeah. It will be backed up. And we will start on time.
That's right. And what a shame whether, you've been training for it and you paid for it, and whether you're coming from out of town, you're in close. This is a special event. Don't blow it by hitting snooze or setting your alarm. Just wake up. We're all going to suffer by waking up early on race morning. That's what we do. But then when we get there, it's the best thing ever. It's all like I promise you, I will inject you with rocket fuel the second you walk onto our property. We will give you the boost you need. So wake the heck up and know that Eva, she's going to wake up at like 11 p.m. because race directors don't sleep. So look at this, Smarty, Kiana Danae. I plan to leave AA. I don't know what. Oh, Ann Arbor. Okay. Yeah. 5:45, drive at 6:30ish. So it gives you are perfect. A wonderful. She's got 90 minutes to park, pee, and freak out. You've covered all the bases.
And we've got, I think we have 30 portable toilets for all of that pee that's going to be happening before the race.
That is right.
And probably Angela's going to tell me I'm wrong. We probably have 40, but something like that.
And you've really nailed the girly masterpiece thing, because don't you have like feminine products somewhere on property for the ladies if there's an emergency? Wasn't that? No?
Maybe the Nest.
Maybe the Nest has it. I remember someone called me. Okay, someone had it last year, and they were like, "Oh,
I'm not in charge of everything, Fitz. We might. I don't know."
It's been there. I don't know who's provided it, but it's been there, and it's very funny and fabulous. Why not? Okay, Kiana Danae has a selfish question. I love selfish questions. Somebody else has that same question. Let's see.
I can answer Danielle. About a mile and a half apart. Yes, there's goo. There's goo for the half marathon only, though, and at one of the aid stations.
Okay, and what electrolyte beverage is there?
Gatorade, lemon lime.
Go Gators! That's what you have to say. Every single time you have a sip of Gatorade, you must chomp and yell, "Go Gators!" It's the rules. Okay, here's a selfish question. Kiana Danae, I have trained to run a 15-mile, making my 10K time 1:30. Will I be okay without a pace group?
Why not run with a pace group? Do we not have that pace group time? I mean, you will be okay. Do we don't have a pace group for that?
Who is our pace group this year?
We have pacers. We've got our own epic pacers.
Epic pacers. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Pacers set for 1:15.
Yeah, do your own thing. You'll make friends. Make your own pace group. You be the pacer.
That's right. That's right.
You can be the pacer.
And there's not a hard cutoff for the 10K, because we're going to have the half marathoners out there for a long time. So
right. The course is open until noon, but she wants to do her goal.
Right.
So, but I would say do your own, and I think it'll be good. And you'll have pacers in front of you, behind you, kind of keeping you in there. And I think it's going to be great. No, don't worry about getting swept. We're not sweeping you up.
Okay. So let's talk about the course. So I yell go, people take off. How frequently will they find a hydration station?
Every mile and a half.
That's very generous.
Yeah, I think I'm right. I hope I'm right. I'm looking it up on the website to make sure I'm right until I hear from Tara or Angela that I'm wrong.
And are there porta potties at the hydration stations? If not, where are they?
They are throughout the island. Because it's 2 loops, we don't put them, because you'll have one after 6 miles, which really is okay. And there'll be 30 of them. So, yeah. Okay.
Angela says goo aid station will be at mile 8.5. Also, I encourage folks, if
that's only for the half. Well, obviously, if it's 8.5, it's only for the half.
If you've never had goo before, even though people love it and train with it regularly, it may not be the wisest to have it for the very first time on race day. Some people need a little time for their tummies to get used to it. So perhaps throw your favorite nutrition in your own little fanny pack. So whatever bar or snack you like to have, carry it with you. People love goo, but I have heard some concerning tales for people who've decided to have it for the first time at their first half marathon. And again, we'll figure out where those porta potties are real fast. So a little precaution there. And then look at this. Kiana, Danae, and Morgan are now going to be best friends. So why don't you two connect online right now, friend each other, become best friends, and maybe get matching shirts. And then on race day, you can You can go the distance together. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So the half, the question about cut off for the half, the course closes at noon and starts at 8. Well, 8, yeah, 8, 12:10 we'll do because we're trying 8:10. So that's a 16-minute mile. So you need to be doing a 16-minute mile.
That's pretty fair.
Otherwise, we cut. Yeah.
Also,
And I don't think we have ever cut anybody off in this race ever.
I don't
Everybody does
recall
it.
that. Yeah, for sure. Also, someone earlier in the show asked if everybody gets a medal, and the answer is yes.
Oh, of course. Not only a medal, the best medal, our signature Women Run the D medal, which I don't have one. I should have brought one right here to show. Well, it's better to see it at the race, but you've seen photos of it, hopefully, in the email blast and on social media.
Yeah, absolutely. They're always quite beautiful. I think it's much nicer to see it when someone gives it to you.
When it's new.
Yeah, for the
I'm not going to show it to you.
When you've earned it.
But I'm not.
And then will our favorite photographer be there?
Yes, Greg Sadler will be there.
Greg Sadler Photography. And are the race photos
free?
Yes.
We will give you race photos free. They are free, downloadable to download and print and share and post on social media and all of that.
Yeah. So how about that? My advice is to look fabulous the whole time. That's right. Nothing but smiles on your face because he'll be taking pictures in all directions. There will be photographers out on the course and your photos will appear even if you're in the background looking weird. So make sure the whole time.
Always be looking up with a smile. And when you cross the finish line, don't be stopping your watch like that. Look up, arms up, and smile.
That's right. That's right. And if you think you might look wretched, I always recommend sunglasses at a finish line because I've had a few finish lines where my eyes just look real bad. So there's some lip stain you could put on your lipstick a little. We wouldn't be saying this. No, I would be.
We should, instead of the caramel mile, maybe we should be handing out lip gloss.
Yeah. You know what?
A little hairspray.
Yeah, that could go a long way. That might be a good sponsorship opportunity right there. But yeah, Greg Sadler's
sunglasses. Photos. We should hand out sunglasses. Put them on.
All right. I'm going to come up with a whole list of beauty things we need to pass out.
And that way smile.
Yeah, because it's really nice to have those photos. And not only are they going to be great for you to frame and put with your medal, but also profile picture on Instagram and LinkedIn. If you want people to think you're a go-getter who can get things done, put your race finish line picture up there. You're bound to get a new job or a better job or some customers. What else? What can people expect once they cross their finish line?
Let's see. Well, Superior Massage, I know have confirmed is going to be there. So that will be awesome. And food, our post-race food. God, I wish some of these people could talk and just support me on that so they could tell you how great our food is. But we have these famous breakfast burritos that we have post-race that our signature chef, Cheryl, makes. She's been doing this really since the very beginning. Breakfast burritos. She does pancakes, and I believe she's going to have a fruit compote on top of the pancakes for this event, in addition to the maple syrup, but everyone loves the fruit compote we put on top. Cheryl always has special diet options. She has gluten-free and she has vegan. So just ask her if you really want a pancake, but you're gluten-free, let her know. And I think the pancakes are vegan to begin with, but confirm that. And she will make you a gluten-free pancake. And as I see Angela is chiming in, we always post-race have our bananas and our cookies that we have all of the races, and of course our ice cream. We have the peanut butter roll-ups, which we call our epic roll-up, which is peanut butter and granola rolled in a very special flatbread. And I think that's the menu. Sometimes there's other things we get surprised with.
And then usually there's some sort of food truck there. Will there be some sort of coffee truck or food truck?
Coffee. Yeah, we'll have Bear Claw coffee.
Right. We love Bear Claw.
But what I was going to say is we're going to have Cinch, which is so Holmes. Anybody from Ann Arbor probably knows Holmes Brewery. They now have this vodka seltzer called Cinch, and it comes both in orange and grape flavors, and it is so yummy, and it's so great because it's only 2.5% alcohol. So like sometimes it's like, it's 9 o'clock, really, but it's okay. It's kind of like an all day vodka seltzer. And there we're going to have that. We're going to have our Cinch beer garden.
Nice.
Not a beer garden or a Cinch garden, but that sounds weird. Cinch garden, Cinch vodka seltzer garden.
I like that.
But that will be there. We'll bring you one.
Just one.
Just one. Just drink half.
No, but yeah, because nobody wants me with too much alcohol on a microphone. That's probably a recipe for disaster, right?
Absolutely.
Too much silliness at minimum.
Yes, and Tara confirmed Bear Claw will be there. Bear Claw Coffee.
Good, and that's like primarily those spectators are going to need that because you're going to take off, and then they're going to need.
Now what? Okay, time for coffee.
That's right.
Because you made me wake up at 4:30 to beat the bridge traffic. So
that's right.
Coffee.
I always look forward to Bear Claw when I'm there, and if I lived in Michigan, I would be a Bear Claw girl. I would find them to go drink.
They're everywhere. They're on the corners. Not everywhere. They used to be more everywhere, but now select areas. But they're great. Just drive through coffee. It was like kind of like I think they were even pre-Starbucks actually.
Oh,
like
really?
These drive-through coffees. Yeah, they might be. I'd like to confirm that. I'll look and see. But yeah.
Well, good. We like a good local business, right?
Mm-hmm. No, they're great. Actually, our original Epic office was in the Bear Claw headquarters.
Very fun.
Yeah, we rented some space from them. Mm-hmm.
And you had like caffeine overdose, didn't you?
I really didn't. We were so busy. There was no time. Honestly, yeah. We just worked. We got things going. It was
okay.
a long time ago. Yeah.
Eva, this is the most important question of the day, I think.
Okay.
Are there spots for registration? If anyone's watching and thinking, dang it, I would like to be a part of this, can they register for the 5K, 10K, half, or kids races?
They can, but we're getting close.
Okay.
I think we have about 80 spots left, I think.
Wow.
I can hear Angela, Tara, confirm. But I think we have about 80 spots left. So get on it if you plan on racing. Yes.
And is that for the half or the 5K or just a mixture?
We don't do per race. It's for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Because really, I mean, the registration is based on parking spots. And we don't want it to be so crazy there. So, Angela says 85. I was close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah. So I'm going to encourage everybody, usually for the folks out there in internet land, the week of the race is high popularity for registration. So if you're not registered and you want to do so immediately, or a spot will disappear and then you'll be sad. Especially
if the weather is going to be nice, which it will be.
Yeah.
Oh my God, anyone who's been out and about in Michigan lately, unbelievable. This is why we live here. It's so beautiful. Perfect temperature, perfect sunlight. It's been nice.
What's the forecast for Sunday morning?
Perfect.
What is perfect?
I think it's going to be a little bit of overcast and maybe starting the morning around 55 degrees and by the finish line, like 75 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, that is perfect race weather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Announcer lady will need a jacket, or I'll wear a hoodie or something. Yeah,
we got a hoodie.
There you go. There you go.
Lightweight hoodie.
Perfect. Yeah. Michigan. Yeah. You know what? I do recall quite a few years where we were at your start line in parkas.
Oh yeah. And we might be, because even in the 50-degree temperatures early morning on Belle Isle, it can be windy. So, I mean, even though we think of wind chill like in the winter, there's wind chill all the time. So the temperature can be like 58, but it could feel like 48. It just depends on that wind. We're coming right off of the Detroit River.
We've got nothing even close to that here in Florida.
But we'll bring some extra parkas just in case.
Just in case. I'll take some.
And sometimes, just like we're talking earlier about people, Joanne, there is a 60% chance of no rain, by the way. So you guys, participants get nervous. We get nervous. And sometimes when you're nervous, you feel kind of cold. So yeah, we get chilly. We're chilly at the start. So bring your layers.
Bring your layers, and then also bring your credit card, and you can buy some things.
Always buy layers. Yes.
It's good to buy fun things at a race. I don't want to go do a race and not buy fun things.
For sure. We need these mementos.
That's right. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to share before we say goodnight?
God, I don't know. I think we've really covered everything. Angela and Tara, if you can think of anything that we missed, will you please chime in? Because there's just been a lot going on today. It's been like you, Fitz, it's been a very long work day. And there's a lot in here that, what happens a lot too. I have all this information. I feel like, doesn't everybody know? Don't you know? And no, of course not, because I didn't tell you. So why would you know? But so I just, yeah. Oh yeah, yes, the food is way beyond bananas for sure, and anyone who has done our races knows that. It's cooked on site, like I said, by our famous chef Cheryl, and it's good. And we look forward to hanging out in the post-race beverage cinch tent with you all. And with that, actually, one thing I do want to say. So having these beer tents, vodka tents, all of that post-race are made possible by our nonprofit that we work with, Lost Voices. And Lost Voices is just a wonderful, wonderful organization. They help victims of human trafficking get back into regular life after being rescued from human trafficking through music and song. And it's just really beautiful what they do. They teach them songwriting and work with them. And it's just such wonderful therapy. So that nonprofit secures a one-day liquor license for us. The only way you can do that in the state of Michigan is through a nonprofit. And so we collect donations for them. So when you come to that cinch tent, vodka tent, please bring a donation for them. There are also QR codes. You can donate to them with the QR code. And I believe you can buy a ticket to it's donation suggested. It's not like mandatory, but a lot of people pre-donate and then they're able to show, hey, I donated to you, that kind of thing. I think that we have that in the store. So yeah. So let's support Lost Voices. And our other charities. If you go on our website and you click donate, you see all of the charities that are working with us that we're supporting. So please go on there and support all of them. Girls on the Run is one of them, and American Heart Association, Go Red for Women. And I always mess up the initials on this. It's Fibromuscular Dysplasia Society of America. So that would be FMDSA, very important charity. They work very closely with us. And yeah, so we're all doing this for ourselves, but we're doing it to support others as well.
Okay, so I got a big question for all of our athletes out there. Use the comment section. Let us know if you are more nervous or more excited after this show. I'm hoping it's excited, but let's see. Let's see if we've calmed folks down. Also, know that hydration for race day starts week of, especially if you're doing the 10K or the half marathon. So just start drinking extra water each day. Get to bed early each night. Do whatever it takes for you to show up on race morning feeling your best and well rested and hydrated. Okay, here we go. We've got some excited going on. Danielle and Elizabeth, Morgan, Kim. Oh, this makes me happy. This makes my heart happy, Eva.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm excited. Yeah. Happy and excited. I still am a little nervous. I need to be nervous. Get it all done.
I'm not nervous at all, but I only have to be nice to people and have fun. So
that's good.
Nothing to be nervous about. You set me up well for success. We like all the excitement.
Help us be successful. It's a good day.
Yeah. Nothing but good vibes when you show up. Again, 85 spots left. So if you were coming alone, try to drag along a friend, even if they're not runners. Say, okay, fine, come and walk the dang 5K
or volunteer. We still need some volunteers. We need a few course marshals, which is like the perfect volunteer spot. It's amazing. It's not the first one people sign up for, but like if you want to cheer somebody on, wouldn't you want to be on the course? And when they go by, like go and show them where to go and how to go and cheer them on. So if you have people coming with you, have them volunteer, and then they are up close and personal with you on the course.
That's actually a great idea. Yeah, I mean, your parents, your bestie, your spouse, whoever's coming, sign them up for
neighbor, that. Just mention it to everybody. Hey, what are you doing this Sunday? Wouldn't you like to go to Belle Isle?
And then they can just email you. Is it info@epicraces.com? Something like that?
They can do that, or even volunteer at epicraces.com to get right to the source. And here's the thing that maybe like you don't even have to tell them, or you can, but if you get them to volunteer, and then we give out points for free racing in the future, they can give you those points. Like, they can use it themselves, but they're not running. They're just volunteering, not just, they are volunteering. It's great. But obviously they're not that interested. So have them give you their volunteer points so that you get your next race for free.
So yeah, that's a good job for your spouse or your sibling or your bestie.
Anybody.
You know what? Yeah. Go do that. Okay. So my final request for these folks is introduce yourself. I'd very much like to meet every last one of you. It makes my job more interesting when I actually know the runners on the course as you start your race and as you come through the finish line. And I can say nicer things to you if I know who you are. So please introduce yourself. Also, if you have questions between now and race day, know that almost all of your questions are answered on the website. Go to epicraces.com, look for Detroit Women's Half Marathon, 10K, 5K, click that button, and then all the answers are there. Start times, parking locations, everything is there. And then this show is going to remain online, so you can just rewatch it over and over. In fact, you could rewatch this thing round the clock until you get to us on Sunday morning. And so she has not asked me to do this, but know that race directors are virtually on fire the week of their race. So do your due diligence using the sources that have been the resources that have been provided to you on the website and the show before you send an email out to the race director. Yes?
Absolutely. Thank you. That's very true. And when you go to that website, so womenrunthed.com, you can go directly. You can do epicraces.com and see everything else we do. But you can go to womenrunthed.com and click race info. It's right there. Race info. The race info is under race info right there. In addition to all of the emails that you're getting this week.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Eva. This was great conversation. I think everybody's well prepared to make the best race weekend.
Yes. It's going to be a good week and a better weekend.
That's right. Don't forget to say hi. Also, this has actually been the Fitzness Show. So if you'd like to listen more, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, Google, YouTube, you name it. Listen to more episodes of the Fitzness Show. We talk racing and fitness and all sorts of fun things. I love you, Eva.
Love you too, Fitz.
Love you, everybody.
See you this weekend.
It's going to be so fun. All right. Now tell everybody to get to work.
Yes. Get to work. It's taper week. Happy taper.
Get to work. Bye, guys.
Start line.
Bye.
Bye.